Alrighty. Hopefully everything's working. Hello, hello, hello. Last time on .hackgu, we did a lot. We effectively finished the first act of the game. Hello, everybody. You can call me Kieran and welcome on in. So, in addition to everything we've learned from the previous time, we also know that we were summoned to go to the Ravens at home immediately because Pius finally found out some information about Yada, and that was a we need to go right now. Except we aren't. We have unlocked a lot of the different campaigns around the city. The only one, I think, being the chaotic PKs that we actually did not unlock. So we are going to go ahead and get a good number of these started. A couple of them will still have quest rewards because of the whole retroactive situation. So we're getting the Chim Chim radar that we've gotten every game so far. And you guys know that it's both retroactive and proactive, I guess. So all the Chim Chims that we've kicked up to this point do count towards that. We have 3 major events for those of you guys who may be joining us for the first time. It's the wow, my brain, like the shim kicking side quest, the Mecha Gruntsy side quest, and the Lucky Animal side quest. We also have the Chaotic PKs, but we are probably not going to get there yet. And unfortunately, just if you guys can probably already hear it slightly kind of in my voice, I'm still kind of recovering with this cough. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people who basically has to continually deal with the cough despite actually feeling like physically better for the most part. Like, I've been able to go to the gym routinely and fine and all this other stuff. So it does frustrate me here and there whenever I continue to deal with a lot of that. So, as you guys already know, I try to make as much money as physically possible, so we're going to be selling 10 equipment. I've been trying to change things up a little bit, trying to use some different options, mostly as a means to make sure that I actually have room in my inventory for these different things and items and all that. I still find it very peculiar and interesting to some degree how, like, this poor map still needs, like, loading screens. But yeah, we haven't really kicked any lucky animals this go around, so I really don't expect to be doing a ton of that. Especially since some of the lucky animals are like tied to quest lines and things like that. Or like doing work outside of the game. We also have Bickman here, and he is an NPC that I won't be always doing the quest of. We have 173 NPCs in this game, and Bickman wants us to interact with all of them at least once. I think throughout the game, it'll be a fair statement, I feel, for me to, at the very least, like, give it a fair handshake, I would say. Where the different NPCs throughout the game want sorry. We want to say hi to like all the NPCs in the game at least once. I will give it a fair enough handshake. I don't expect to finish the quest line. I already finished the quest line in volume 2 because it was a lot of flipping between different towns and trying to find different little things here and there. When I was populating the worlds, basically.
So, Yada's doing fine in the real world?
Well, he's fine, but...
But what?
But what?
Master Yada...
You gotta tell some more words.
Because of the terrible shock of CC Corp's betrayal.
So, effectively like a traumatized?
Right now, he's asleep. Having been robbed of his responsibilities to the GU, his pride is in ruins. He can no longer believe in anyone, not even me.
So this is one of those times where we're probably gonna have to go and smack some sense into him, is what I'm getting at.
I'm seeing if I can have his GU rights reinstated, at least for now.
We're counting on you. You're the only one we can ask to work with CC Corp.
Pi does have such an important role here and a lot of pressure on her. So we don't have too much to do here. Something that I am going to do, since normally for like this intro half of the stream, I try to do a lot more like side activities. We are gonna actually start off with the Avatar rematches, and hopefully not get like my tail handed to me. As for the just general stability of the game, it almost crashed when I booted it up. Don't know how that happened. But I'm so glad that Haseo can like deflect bullets easily. But the reason why I want to kind of make sure that I'm also doing like a whole bunch of different like side quests and different little things like that is just so that way we can definitely have definitely at least have less of a major grind toward the end of the game, because it's a lot less information for me to compile if I actually do stuff like this ahead of time. So I figured that this would be an acceptable time to do some catch up, basically. And also, it helps to keep kind of some of the different pacing and some of the different little things interesting. So we're probably gonna go on ahead and do both Avatar rematches, which shouldn't take too long. And so we had Grumwald there, which you guys kind of heard me effectively just kind of walk through it. And oh god, we have Sakaki's voice lines that we're gonna have to deal with. I think this is a very acceptable form of Ida to kind of represent Sakaki. Okay, I want you guys to know I did hit A there. It feels like I've just had a lot of like a delay. It feels like with my controller. Okay. It's one of those weird things where I also feel like for fighting this guy specifically. Oh, you know what? That was on me. I genuinely thought I was going to get a little bit closer than what I ended up doing. Okay. I wish that actually hit him. Oh, come on, come on. Okay. As you guys can see, this isn't necessarily a... This isn't a hard fight at all. I don't think any of the Avatar fights really are hard. At least with the rebalancing we have been seeing with last Recode specifically. These fights may have actually had a little bit more difficulty to them previously, but piece of cake. I don't know why I was struggling so hard before with that fight. But for right now, I think that's a good place to kind of leave that aspect of things at. So let's go to the official form. Seems like we got something there for the Sage Palace tournament because this is going to be kind of weird. So one of the things that's really nice is that we don't have to worry about the PK situation anymore as SAO has won the tournament, which means that the rules of said tournament are no longer in effect. Gonna start off with Crimson Versus, mostly because I did not check this at the end of last stream, because we did not end out of game. It looks like we've just been doing really good with just this specific pack, which is kind of funny. I think that we've just been kind of kicking tail with these. And I don't want to look at too many of these Crimson Versus cards, at least not yet. Because even though we are ranked 55, we want to be careful with looking further into those, just because some of the artwork of Crimson Versus may be, you could consider them spoilers. So, we got the area words for the next part of the Abyss questline. We'll be able to take care of that sometime soon. And it's kind of fun that we are seeing a lot of these different wallpapers and everything as well. It's cute. Oh, the Chim Chim Festival. I think conceptually that's actually very fun. But no more dilly-dallying. We got all the side stuff that I want to do out of the way. So let's talk about the tournament and different little things like that. For Pi, the title match was rough, but good job. About Yada, he's still in the same state as I told you before. So I'm not sure how to tell you this, but the hardest thing for Yada to deal with is having his own abilities questioned. He's too talented, you see, and the most sensitive person there is. I'm not asking you to like him or to even understand him, but just give him some recognition. Just a little.
Don't acknowledge him. But face it, the only one that can really understand him is you, Pi. And so, I'm leaving Yada up to you.
All right. So Pi knows. Let's go on ahead and talk to Ovan. Even sent us a mail. Congratulations on your victory at the Sage Palace. Looks like you got past Sakaki. I'm very pleased to see how much you've grown. So, didn't it strike you as odd how Sakaki, only a normal player, was able to absorb Ida's power by himself? The answer's simple. He got everything from me. The Ida particles, the means to control Ida's power, and the strategy to manipulate CC core. That threat to spread Ida's particles was just a bluff. You don't have to worry about that. I gave Sakaki Ida particles one at a time, each with instructions on their use. In other words, he didn't have any Ida particles left to use. The aftershocks of the data drain sent Sakaki into an outer dungeon, where he self-destructed. And now you've overcome yet another of the challenges I've sent your way. Congratulations, Haseo.
What are you hiding? No, wait. I have to forget what he might or might not be hiding. No way. I won't lose to you, no matter what.
Ovan is quite the elusive one. But let's hear from our team. You're the Emperor. That's amazing, Haseo. Congrats on the Arena Triple Crown. Because of you, Haseo, Kennard is now a famous guild. It's as if I'm dreaming.
Just to get any bigger, Death Grunty won't be able to handle it.
Congratulations on your 3-rank sweep. Congratulations on becoming Emperor. You've really accomplished a triple rank sweep. I'm just amazed at you. Oh yeah, after the end of the tournament, it seems PKing in town is no longer. Now we can play in peace.
Now that Sakaki's gone, it looks like there's no more PKing in town. Now Syllabus and Gaspard can play the world in safety again.
Alright, attaboy. Hey, you've really accomplished a triple crown. You're truly amazing. I ended up losing. Everything's so halfway for me. So disappointing. But I haven't given up hopes on rebuilding Moontree. Yes, I failed in the tournament, but there are other things to worry about. I'm that stupid, you know? I can't just give up because I failed once or twice.
That's just like Matsu. You go for it, man.
Good job. Hey, congrats on the triple crown. That's my pupil. I'm so proud.
I'm not your student.
All right. I've got something to talk to you about. Come to Ikolo's at home in Lumina Cloth.
I don't understand. What is it you want? Let's head to Lumina Cloth.
So that's one. Dear Haseo, thank you for your regular patronage of the world. Congratulations. This message regards your coronation. A real big congratulations on your victory in the title match. You've defeated an emperor who's maintained his title since the Demon Palace tournament. That's quite an achievement. Since you've been such a hard worker, we're bringing you a coronation just as great. No, even greater in scale than any other. Sure, the company's making a bunch of weak apologies right now, but you're not going to let that get you down, are you? After all, Haseo, you're our star. There can't be a coronation without you, so please come to High Brazil. Well then, Haseo, we're waiting for you to make your appearance.
What's up with this email? It's from CC Corp. For some reason, I feel a lot of personal passion in this writing.
I actually don't know who that is going to be in reference to, weirdly enough. So what I am going to do, though, is that we have a bunch of greeting cards and we need to kind of get some stuff going with some of these other team members here. So let's use a couple. Fonteras, you can get the leader one. I feel like Entrance would appreciate the poetry gift card. And then I think Fonteras can get the challenge greeting card as well. And then for hobbies, I think I'd like to hear what Matsu's hobbies are. So we are going to get quite a bit of response mails soon enough. But for now, we need to drop our phones and go to Lumina Cloth. Yep. Three of the pieces of mail are already unread, so we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that soon enough. We're already here, so I might as well get the flyers out to a lot of the people that we see. But honestly, I actually don't know what Taihaku wants to talk to us about. Needless to say, though, it's not that far of a walk because Lumina Cloth isn't that big of a town. And this is also the only at-home here. So it does make me quite curious.
Taihaku.
He would have been very, very cool.
This is the Sage Room,
Oh, okay.
the private room of the Sage Palace Emperor.
So Sakaki just kind of walked in here because he owned the game.
Happened in the title match. Its outcome still counts.
Okay.
Therefore, this room belongs to you, Haseo.
I don't know what we're going to do with this room.
You seem to be awfully cool about all this. I mean, doesn't this bother you even a little bit?
I've no need for that.
What do you mean, no need? If that's how you feel, then why are you even in the world?
Who knows?
That's interesting.
Tell me, terror of death. When you lose a passion that was too intense, how do you fill the void of powerlessness it leaves behind?
That's a good question.
Well,
I really have no idea. Back then, I didn't even try to fill that hole. All I did was run.
back then,
I think I'm better now than I used to be. But I'm still no good when it comes to thinking about voids and feelings of powerlessness and stuff like that. I guess that's why I'm always screwing up, and why everyone is always getting pissed at me.
This is a very interesting moment of self-reflection.
This is the only way I know how to live my life.
It appears that you have found a way to fill the empty void.
You think I have? I don't know. I can't really tell.
Oh. That the real sword?
I'll give this to you. You are most worthy of this place.
I mean, I'll take a free weapon.
I don't really want the Sage Room. See, I'm not multi-talented.
He just knows how to
I'm
fight.
trouble pulling Kennard along as it is.
I see. I suppose that too is a path to follow.
Well, I'm going to head home.
Haseo. I leave Sirius and Alcade to you.
Right.
Haseo. What did the Forest of Pain teach you about life?
All right, there we go. Haseo. Haseo, I got something to tell you. I'm waiting at Lumina Cloth, so hurry up already.
Short mail. This is pretty courteous for one of Saku's messages. I wonder if something could have happened. Anyway.
So we did actually we actually do want to take a look at that weapon because it's a story weapon. We won't be able to use it for quite some time, but take a look at the stats and its ability. It is a very, very powerful weapon that unfortunately we won't be able to make a lot of use of. It is what it is, but it is still a very cool weapon to receive nonetheless, and we might take some use of it towards the latter half of the game. It's just weird to think about the fact that, like, the game expects us to be a certain level as high as 140, but there's still going to be a lot of time before we can use
What
it.
did you want to talk about?
Well, here's the deal. I'm here to say goodbye.
Where'd this come from? You mean you're quitting the world?
What about Bo?
Yeah, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Yep, this is pretty much it for me. Oh, don't worry. Bo isn't gonna quit, so you won't have to go short on Epitaph users.
Okay. Well, bye.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't get it. Why are you saying you're going to quit all of a sudden? Did something happen?
The reason I'm quitting is because my job is done.
What does she mean by that?
Yeah, that's right, my job. Face it, now that you're here, there's no need for me anymore.
Wait a minute. Saku, what are you talking about?
You see, my body only exists here in the world. And my mind only exists inside of Bo.
Oh, so this is where they reveal it.
You mean you don't exist in the real world?
Yeah, pretty much.
Saku is the other
Wait, so that
personality.
means Saku isn't Bo's twin sister.
But another personality.
Really another personality living inside of Bo?
I mean, given how different the two are, I don't think that's the most surprising thing.
Right? I mean, he gets picked on because of that, in both the real world and when he's playing online. The reason I was born was because Bo was always crying in his heart. So you see, I was born to protect Bo.
And you can still protect Bo.
But now, you're the one who's protecting Bo, Haseo.
But Haseo's not always going to be around Saku.
We're both looking out for Bo too. So, I guess this is the end of the line for me. I'll leave the rest up to you.
This is a very interesting concept.
You gotta promise me that you'll take real good care of Bo. I mean, I know he can be such a big crybaby, but he's a really good kid.
Wait, don't just decide this on your own. You've been together all this time, right? You're his big sister, aren't you?
Aww.
Shouldn't you take care of your little brother until the end?
But Haseo, I was never supposed to exist. I'm no longer needed.
Aww.
Not needed? Don't be so stupid!
But Master N and Bo, as long as they have you, they'll be just fine. And besides, nobody I know would be sorry to see me leave.
No, that you shouldn't say that.
In the whole world. There's nobody in the whole world who'd be sad if I wasn't here.
Bo would be.
But that's not true! If you leave, Bo will...
I don't care what you say to me. I said I'm going, and I'm going, and that's that. I'm not doing a thing you say, you stupid busybody.
Oh, you poor.
Saku!
Oh, that's sad.
It's not right. What about Bo? I mean, he loves his big sister so much, he'll be crushed. Come on, Saku.
I don't think it's necessarily the end for her, but what a heartbreaking scene. like, just because everybody has, like, now that Bo doesn't necessarily have to be by himself anymore, doesn't necessarily mean that, like, that you're being replaced, you know? So it is really sad that Saku feels the way that she does regarding this entire situation, but there is only so much that I can do. So, got Entrance's affection up. So, this is either gonna get real creepy or real not. So, we'll send him our age and note that that I'm a high schooler. Alright, and Terrace, that's all. Dang, Matsu likes vintage bikes. That's cool. So, the Forest of Pain. I wonder if you remember meeting me in the Forest of Pain. We are both residents of that forest, but it seems that forest brings about different things for each of its residents. You are truly radiant now, and I'm as filthy as ever. I feel jealousy for you, impatience for myself, and even hatred for that cruel, unfair forest. But enough of that. There's no point in treading the same ground. I ask you again. Save Sirius and Alcade for me. I think only you can.
Yeah, I'll save them.
But that's interesting. I wonder if that's some stuff from Da Hat Roots, because like I said, I'm not super familiar with the anime myself. Okay, so the coordination event has been put on hold by emergency server maintenance. The following features have been suspended. We can't go to Resale and ranking events at the Demon, Holy, and Sage Palace. Oh, okay. So I may still play in survival limit battles. So this is just so that way you guys aren't locked out of the book. All the commentators were oddballs, and I'm really not satisfied with their work. I wanted, at the very least, to give my all for the coronation. I was given the role of announcer when I first joined this company, and I spent 12 years of my life pouring heart and soul into fulfilling that position. In all that time, I've never seen anything so sad. However, I promise I'll bring a truly stirring commentary next time.
So, you wrote that email.
The commentator. Let's hear Bo. Saku's saying she'll leave. I tried my best to stop her, but she just wouldn't listen. It's all my fault. Saku must be mad because I make trouble for her all the time. Big brother Haseo, please stop her. I don't want her to go away.
Saku, did she tell Bo that she was leaving for good? It's okay, Bo. I'll do something to fix this. Just
We'll get there.
time to talk to Saku and get her to realize what she's doing.
And then Yada. I took my eyes off of Yada for a moment, and now he's gone. In the real world. Assemble at Raven's at home immediately.
Yada's disappeared again? Let's go to Raven's at home.
The hunt for Yada continues. But there's only so much we can do, right? But he's in the world right now, at least.
Ovan.
How did Ovan know where he was at?
You were the one controlling Sakaki, weren't you? Sakaki's limited abilities alone are not enough to topple me from the throne of the GU. Why would you do such a thing?
In order to move the clock forward.
To make Haseo stronger.
Plan. To awaken the 8 epitaph users, I assume?
That is one of my processes, yes. But the greatest concern I have for my plan's success is you, Yata.
So is this the Ida Ovon talking, or is this Ovon talking?
Me? Is it because my avatar has not yet awakened?
Oh,
Me, out of the 8 epitaph users?
You're a stuck-up, know-it-all boy.
Maybe so, but I'm better than the other epitaph users. Better than Haseo. And better than you, Ovan. You say I'm lacking?
he's super sensitive about his pride.
As a dedicated player, I love the world more than anyone.
What you loved was aura
Oh,
and this world.
I even pained for Ida. These gods from another place that came to this world. But they wouldn't return my feelings.
you did your best to keep them under wraps.
Not me, you!
You say I was loved?
Yes, you were blessed. Blessed by Ara and Ida both. You awakened as an epitaph user and held Ida inside your body. I wasn't chosen, even though I love them so much.
This is such a weird desperation.
No, 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 no! Ah!
That jealousy. Jealousy is such an ugly feeling.
Pie's calling us.
So it's very clear that he was very, very jealous of Ovon and what he was capable of doing between just all the different moments in the game already. But alas, we know the truth. Yada never awakened to his avatar, which is a crazy thing to think about. But I mean, there's, like I mentioned before, there's only so much that can be done there.
You took back the Serpent of Lore?
CC Corp's higher ups are trying to figure out who to blame for everything that happened with Sakaki.
Well, we know it was
The
Ovon.
administrative rights for GU were up in the air, so I snatched them while I could.
Oh,
I
okay.
understand. So what about Yada?
I think I have a fix on his location. A little more.
Before her axes get stripped.
I found him. Master Yada!
Why is his awakening looking like the most painful thing ever?
Master Yada!
What was that?
That, not him awakening to his avatar the most.
That Yada is the final epitaph user?
Haseo, come with me! We're going to the deepest room, in the Sigma Ethical Prodigy's Prophecy Dungeon.
His awakening looked like literally the most painful thing.
It's Sigma Ethical Prodigy's prophecy. Let's head to where Yada is.
All right, we have an objective. Obviously, it makes sense that Pi should be the one to join us for this. we are probably allowed to bring a third, so I will bring Entrance along with us. As just a means to make sure that we are trying to keep a lot of our party at least relatively leveled along with us. So we definitely have a lot like coming up for us, and it's definitely something that we can have the opportunity to kind of talk about. Welcome on in, Kel. Hope you are doing a-okay. We are just heading on in because Yada is doing the absolute most. So we have two things that we can do. Time is of the essence, but it's not that much of the essence. I think that we should go and take care of the Abyss quest line first, because normally either these are very short or very long. And looking at the map, I think I know which one it is. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just put on the speed charm just so that way we could actually just kind of quickly do this. You guys are already more than familiar with how these dungeons work, more or less. So I won't waste too much time here. I'm gonna do one more batch of chims, and we can finish kind of proceeding our way through the dungeon. And so you said that you just recently finished the 5K. Nice. You are a braver soul than I for doing that in a 20-pound vest. But I imagine that it was probably a lot, but not the end of the world. Is my read on that correct? Well, I hope my read on that's correct. So what's going on with this quest line?
My name is Fulset, God of Law Fulset.
Oh, I said I could never with the 20-pound vest on. But I probably already do with like my bags and stuff, get up to like a whole bunch of extra weight crossing a good amount of distance.
Is trying to resurrect from the depths of the abyss. If he does, this world will be shrouded in a never-ending darkness.
You see, they say that, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
Only one who can stop this.
Welcome on in, Psychos, by the way.
You are the only one who can stand against Gernanos and face him in battle as his judge.
Got it.
Judge?
Who cares what a moldy rejected god says? Huh. You're the ones chosen by Fulset. Well, that makes things simple. I will simply eliminate you before our Lord Cernunnos' divinest descent. Come forth, death penalty. You fools who disobey my master, I shall give you your punishment.
Bring it on!
All right, so we have death penalty. Shouldn't be a very hard battle. If we're able to get the Rengekis enough to warrant being able to use something like... Oh, ow. Oh no. Okay, there we go. To warrant a Rengeki use, then I think that would be pretty cool. Alright. It's weak to dual swords, so let's go ahead and get that Ghost Falcon going. He is definitely big enough to be able to use a move like of that nature. Okay. I did want to get away from him just because I did not want to get hit by that. All right, there you go.
Beautiful, not at all.
See, that wasn't a hard part. That wasn't a hard fight. But that's impossible. Death penalty is in the highest class of undead. Its power rivals that of even the lower gods of the underworld. Huh. I suppose I should expect nothing less of the judge. Very well. Just try and interfere with Lord Cernunnos' divine descent. If you think you can. One touch of the Dark Lord's wrath, and not even your soul will be left in this world. Thank you for doing the laugh for me, because I felt a cough coming on, and I was not going to be able to survive that.
Guess I'll head back.
So. Da 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 do. Okay. We got everything that we needed from those guys, and we should be able to just commence warp and just kind of go back without much trouble. So, I did want to respond to a few things. Firstly, I did want to talk about Kale's initial message about building up to it, which I'm glad that it was an easier build up, basically. You know, 5, 10, so 10, 15, 20. So what's the highest that can go?
He should be in the depths of the dungeon. Let's hurry.
And then I also smell an avatar battle incoming, by the way. And you guys know now that I primarily and almost exclusively now do full clears of these dungeons. So we will be here for at least a little bit. Oh. Can we talk about Endrance's art right there? I felt like we just definitely ruined some of these guys' days. Or at least Endrance's. That move, whatever move that is like absolutely ruining them.
This situation is to our advantage.
Okay. Secondly, as far as how my week is going, I'm getting a large sense of whiplash for how I feel like this week is going. As of right now, I wouldn't say bad. I would say that it's actually pretty good. I finally got a couple things set up on my financial side of things, which has been very, very nice. There's still some stuff that I need to kind of fix and address, but taking care of it one phone call at a time. I really am a hater for phone calls, but if I'm doing them while, like, say for instance, I'm at work where we kind of can keep to ourselves, then I can deal with it a lot better. I hope that makes sense, or at least makes enough sense. Because it's either I do the phone call or I do my job. Suddenly, making that phone call seems significantly more appealing in that moment. Okay. So we probably already got enough chim chims for this section of the game. So we are just doing our due diligence to sneak up and attack as many of these monsters as we can. So, outside of that, I've been running into some of the weirdest, like, work situations that I unfortunately can't really talk about too much here. But it will be resolved well enough. It was just very interesting because my supervisor basically took a not my monkeys, not my circus reasoning behind everything. And to some degree, That's fair. Smoke sweet, short sweet. There we go.
This situation is to our advantage.
And like that's fine because realistically, the problems that are taking place aren't my problem. It just sucks because some of the other parties involved would probably benefit from. Oh, that's his level 3 art. That's why. Okay. But I feel like they would 100% benefit from just having that little extra bit of assistance and help. So that's how I feel about the matter. But I'm only going to be helping kind of not in proxy or off to the side. A lot of the problems involved like favoritism, which is crazy. If you guys saw like what was going on, at least in my office at that point in time. I love this sword, don't get me wrong, but it has definitely caused some points of grief is not the correct word, but the right idea.
I'll crush you.
It's mostly just because when I use that sword, there is a non-zero chance that a lot of these mobs end up taking a lot more damage than intended. Which is fine in some contexts, but not every context, you know? So I've considered taking it off in place for the flame sword, because what that would allow for me, right, is that the flame sword obviously is weaker, especially by this point. Unfortunately, I can't use the other story weapon that we've acquired. Okay, there we go.
This is a piece of cake.
Ooh, Pi got a weapon level up. Oh, hi! Sorry, I'm a little bit confused on what you mean by level lock, Kel. Mind elaborating a little further? And it might just me being silly just because I'm also just playing the game right now, so I'm just not... The dots are just not connecting. Okay, while the shellbreaker goes off, I'm gonna also turn on the ceiling fan in this room. I am about to start sweating up a storm, and I've been drinking water to kind of keep myself cooled down. Oh yeah, I am 100% level locked. The new weapon that we got, Salad from Taihaku, it's level 140. I'm not gonna be able to test that weapon anytime soon. I do not. I'll say I do not. But I do live somewhere. Okay. I'm so surprised I was able to get a Rengeki off of that Normally, most of the time when I use Avatar Awakening, I 100% go in with the expectation that I'm not going to get much more out of that. Oh, hi, friends. This should definitely give us a bit of, not an edge. Oh, that Shellbreaker's gonna... It's gonna be nice. Ooh. I've been keeping myself well sustained enough. So one of the things I am going to change is that I think I am going to put on Heinz 0. Now note, these weapons are very strong. They deserve to be very strong because of what I had to do to get them. But it's just important for you guys to know that sometimes even some weapons can be too strong, for sure. And I'm having fun with these, but I want to acknowledge that, yeah, they are still very powerful for this game. I really don't need any more Chim Chims because of how long it's likely going to take us to get through this dungeon. We're probably going to trigger some more Chim Assassins, which is fine. We still haven't gotten mugged by them yet. But just for whatever reason, the indicator like spooks the crap out of me. Hey, wait, I thought I already took... I didn't take these guys out. So, the reason why I have been using most other things that aren't Heinz Shadow, you guys can already see. It's cool to have, but you guys can see how much the difficulty of this game kind of goes down with how fast the well, basically, unless I'm getting infinitely staggered, like this is the sustain that I have because of this scythe is very crazy. Because I already fully re-healed myself on whatever the stuff's called, on SP. If I wanted to wear a piece of equipment that had SP Eater on it, like that genuinely wouldn't have been half bad, because I could sustain the loss. Okay, y'all can't just be sitting at the door. Because I was gonna be like, how am I supposed to get a sneak attack on y'all if you guys are just kind of camping the door? Oh, that poor mob. That's... Oh! Okay, there we go. See it. Okay. Oh, it paralyzed me. You hate to see it. All right. We got the other two to 110, which isn't half bad. Ooh, nice. I was 100% worried there that I wasn't going to get it. Oh. I did not realize that Pi and Entrance are almost out of SP. Sorry, y'all. That was my bad. Makes me wonder if I should put some like SP absorb on them or something like that. Okay. And then you take all those sprite drops that you brought for yourself. Something that I've been trying to continually remember to do is that I myself have that my teammates will always restock on the same items, basically. So it is always a very, very safe assumption that you could safely just loot your partners. And by loot your partners, I mean use their loot while you're actively in the dungeon. It's one of those small tidbits that makes you remember, oh yeah, this is a game. That can be a thing that can occur. Okay, I figured that thing was getting pretty close to Rengeki. Entrance has been offering like quite the I saw the particle effect and I was like, no, you guys aren't Rengekiing without me. Who do y'all think you are? Having free will on my watch? No. We don't do that here. This free will thing.
Your guard's down.
Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and use the Avatar Awakening there. Odds are, they genuinely cut down on the grinding by a good amount by letting us rank up and evolve the lost weapons at level whatever.
You're not getting away.
Okay. The sad thing is that like the dual blades offer a good amount of sustain. Most of the time, you guys, I'm not worried about my HP. I haven't been this entire time. Because if I really needed to, I can put on the side. Oh, you poor dude. But yeah, there'll hit a point where we might, well, I say we might, unlike the fact that we are. Oh, my phone died. Okay. You guys can quite clearly see how... Oh, no. Walked up too close. Y'all, just turn around fully, please.
You're not getting away.
That took way longer than intended. So, fun fact though. When we do eventually fight the doppelganger, right? I will actually be switching to probably weaker weapons. And that's mostly because even though we'll have a full party of our own and the doppelganger can do their own thing, something important that I do want to bring up is that the doppelganger will copy Haseo's currently equipped weapons to an extent, I believe. I can go into more detail about it later once it matters again. Are you kidding me? I'm bitter about that, actually. Nah, these guys can die now. Oh, Endress's move is disgusting. But how many? I'm gonna end up being capped on lucid sodas at the rate that I'm currently going. With how many they've quite literally been dropping them as like candy. But lucid sodas do they cure paralysis? Is that why? No, they cure confusion. So why do they?
You're open.
That's so bizarre to me. I'm going on ahead and using Ghost Falcon here to switch back to my dual blades. And this was just going to be the easiest way that I can go to getting Shellbreaker accounted for. Ooh, we hadn't gotten to Water Nezumi in a while. But you guys probably know that I do a lot of my farming on the fields, not dungeons. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's do this. Bam. Did you guys see that? Are you guys impressed at how fast I can be? Especially when I count to 3. I've had a little mini rhyme obsession. Okay. All right. That Shellbreaker was disgusting. Oh, wow. And I barely got the other one off. Sometimes I wonder if I should put on the overkill is as GP thing on.
Here goes.
Oh, you little rascal, no. These little rascals. No. No, Geki.
We won.
Okay, what we're gonna do for now is that we are gonna just smokescreen past them. And hopefully we can get them on the turnaround back. Yeah, to admit my little plan is efficient and cool. And I'm the best gamer ever. Oh, hi.
Damn, this is bad.
You ever open up a door and the game's just like, ooh. There we go. It's funny how weak that character is to Scythe. Oh! I thought it said 10% of their HP. It feels like it's doing like 70% or something wild like that. Okay, so wait, what is exactly is the Hades Bane South? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's a reviving item. Okay. The team is set on SP. Of course. No. Nope. Y'all don't see me. We're going to quickly run past.
You're open.
See? Look at that. Did I keep appearing at quite literally the worst possible time? Oh, absolutely. Was it always the worst time every time? Oh, absolutely. Did we still get the surprise attack besides it being the worst every single time? Oh, absolutely. Okay, I'm guessing that this is a threever. Because if it's a 4 or 5, I think we can. Yeah, I think we're at a point now where I've done my part to secure the rank. So I think we don't necessarily like, obviously we can still do a couple of battles. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we have some more encounters that we need to complete. But I'm wondering if we did enough to secure the A rank, because we did get a good amount of chims. We've opened up every treasure chest that we've seen thus far. We've done quite a bit of surprise attacks, and we've fought a vast majority of the enemy parties. That's just the one thing that they continually check on. And we still are getting like tons of Rengekis as far as our book goes. I just know that it's one of those things where we've been here for a while, and who knows how many more areas we still have to go through today. But one thing's for certain is that if I was doing this as a proper like recorded let's play, y'all don't know how many battles would have been just in general just edited out. Just because, you know, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't necessarily matter how good a game's combat system is. If you're going to have me do 100 battles in a very short time span, things are eventually going to get boring. And I think that is a hill that I'm willing to stand on. So I hope that my thought on that makes sense. All right. I believe we were only going to have enough time, since Yada's probably around the corner, for one more Avatar Awakening. Because primarily for all the phases, right? With how often we're using Avatar Awakening, I'm sure that it will level up eventually. Actually, at the rate we're going, we might as well do the last battle to level up to 113.
Bring it on!
Yeah, Adam, you get us. You understand. Okay. There we go. You see, if I go and check out those other areas too, I'm probably gonna end up in a situation where I could squeeze out one more Avatar Awakening. I just think we've been here long enough. And I think that it is important to see Yada over here.
Master Yada!
He's still trying to keep it contained. and it's not working.
Alone. I alone, more than anyone, understand the world.
What?
And love the world, so why? No, no, no!
I just love that he waited until we were here. Just saying.
That's Master Yoda's avatar. It's Fidchell the Prophet?
Yeah, you understand. It's a balance.
The Avatar's gone berserk. I'll suppress it with my avatar. It's our only chance. Okay, come on. Come on! I'm right here! Skate!
All right. We have our battle against Avatar Fidchell. So, for those of you guys who've played the original quadrilogy, Master Yoda has been a character who has carried over from the original who has kind of carried over from the original quadrilogy. So, for those of you guys who are familiar with the character Wise Man, Master Yoda was assuming that identity. So, some of the Epitaph users have been around in the dot hack universe for quite some time now. And so it goes to show how much that stuff like that ends up coming in mind with the games. Oh.
You believe in your power, but power will ultimately be your downfall.
Oh. Don't get hit by that. I don't recommend it. Okay, chill out. I was just trying to get a grip and it was just... The grip was, in fact, not gripping. This is a big old data drain. Luckily, I'm a professional button masher. Please. Okay. We kind of got him on the ropes somewhat. That Quadra Halo is a little annoying. Okay, we got the protect break finally. You know, that was kind of toxic. Are you gonna stop moving? Oh, you thought I was gonna let the shot go. I figured that because he was faking me out that entire time, that it was safer to wait until I discovered the until I saw the fake out. So I'm glad that I waited.
The aberrant key born in thy left arm. The key of twilight born in thy right arm.
It's interesting how they kind of set up Master Yao to be a sort of prophet.
The surge of rebirth shall become light and fill the world. Thou shalt lead the new gods to their twilight. Thou destroyest and createst, thou powerless one. As the stirring footsteps of a giant shadow sound. Oh, blessed be the little ones.
Master Yoda!
We should probably take him back again.
Hold on! Please, hold on! Say something, please!
Pi,
Yeah, we came back for you, King.
I don't... Oh, yes. My avatar went berserk. How pitiful I am. Even though I love the world far more, and know it better than anyone else,
I feel bad.
the world continues to reject my love.
And that's okay.
I cannot be loved. Why must only I be alone?
It's not that you can't be loved. Thank you.
Pi,
You're not loved?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's crazy.
Because you don't even try to accept the love other people give to you? If you want to be treated kindly, then think about what you need to do.
I don't care about being treated kindly. What I want is to be recognized.
Yeah.
Recognized by the world.
So others don't matter? Is that it? It's okay to step on everyone else?
Ooh.
If you
Probably
want
tell
to
him.
be recognized, you need to think about people's feelings. As long as you insist on rejecting the feelings of others, I cannot save your heart. Listen to me. You are not in this world alone.
You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
You'd better go. Leave him to me for a while.
Got it.
I'll contact you soon. Okay?
All right. We got the Phase 4 epitaph after all of that. Let's leave. See, I knew it was a good time to stop with all the fighting and everything. So before we continue on, we should probably put up some more weapons onto the market just to kind of make sure that we are doing active maintenance on our inventory. Because as we continue to use primarily epitaph users, we will likely... I won't say I won't have a use for the others, But for right now, we're just kind of in our own little world, I guess. Okay, let's see. Haven't seen you in forever, W. Rice. Okay. I was like, are we supposed to be checking our email right now? Of course we are.
The 8 epitaph users have all awakened.
Okay. Oh!
Ina, where did you go?
That's what I...
Ina!
Where did she go? Does that mean that she's awake? We kind of got a little bit of a development going on here, don't we? All right, let's start off with the rumors. Paradise. So there's something in the world called Paradise. And they're talking about Netslum from the first game because of a hacked NPC named Helba. You can tell that they're putting a lot more tie-ins to the original quadrilogy in this volume, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. And the real reason why I mentioned that specifically, right, is I feel like that could have been better sprinkled throughout volume 1 and volume 2 rather than putting small things together. All right, entrance is 20, so 6 foot on 145 pounds. Goodness. Let's see. Is he a student? Does he do work? All right. Got an important email from Pi. Yada got the management to agree to reinstating the GU on one condition. Take care of the Ida problem as quickly as possible. I guess they're just passing the buck to us. About Yada. You got his mail, didn't you? I asked him to mail you. I think he's felt something about what we are dealing with. I'd like you to accept whatever that is if you can. I've been ordered to locate Ovan. You just stand by. Lay low until I contact you.
So Yada got reinstated to GU. Yeah, we should wait for Pi to contact us.
The future of GU. There are now 7 Epitaph users in the GU, including myself. The one remaining is the user of the Epitaph of Rebirth. I'm sure you have some idea who that is. Yes, the last Epitaph user is Ovan. All 8 Epitaph users have awakened. If our present situation is all a result of his plans, then I'm sure Ovan's moved on to the next phase of his plan. I've asked Pi to take care of looking for Ovan. I'm going to analyze Fidchell's prophecy. You must stand by until I have a result. Paseo, we'll be working together again. I'm counting on you.
It's up to you. Even for email, that's not much to go on. We can't solve this problem without Yada. I don't like anything about this, but I've got no choice except to play along.
Stories from the past. Let's talk about old times for a bit. The times before you and Ovan met. I was once a player here in the world. I took the role of an information broker, and even tried my hand as something of a hacker. As fellow hackers, Ovan and I had something in common. At least, that's what I thought. I respected him, even admired him. But at some point, he suddenly changed. He started dragging that bizarre arm around, wandering through areas aimlessly, and set up the Twilight Brigade to research for the Key of Twilight. I don't know why he changed, or why Ida took up residence inside him, or why people are becoming Lost One. I don't understand any of it, but I know that there's some reason driving all of his actions.
No idea that Yada and Ovan knew each other from that far back. Ida's just a piece of the puzzle. Everything that's happened was part of Ovan's plan.
Pi, Ida. I've located an Ida signal in Breg Epona. This is urgent. Come to Breg Epona's Chaos Gate at once.
There's an Ida detection in a town? We've got to get to Breg Epona.
And from Saku, just in case. So, I hear Bo sent you a mail or something. Just so you know, I don't plan on listening to anything you say. You know, I was born because Bo was crying all by himself. But Bo's not alone anymore. He's got you guys. So, I'm going to banish now. This is for the best, especially for Bo. Bo's big sister. We'd never be any replacement for you. You're the only one who can be Bo's big sister.
You've got to understand, Saku. No one can replace you as Bo.
How would I feel if I picked like the jerk respawn? Like, who would pick that response? That's like so mean. But why is there an Ida signal in Breg Epona? Oh, that's Bo. It's the negative feeling
Huh?
of losing Saku.
Darn it. This was just a dead end.
Oh,
Huh?
see, what are you doing out of your chair?
Don't startle me like that. How'd you get here anyway?
She walked, silly.
Wait a minute. You're Aina, aren't you?
Wait, why do you know that?
Aina? You're Sakuba? Kind of.
Why do you know?
Hey, you maybe want to play together? Come on, Aina. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, wait. No. That's Ida. That is Ida.
Haseo.
Pi, has something happened?
An extremely strong Ida presence was detected here, in Breg Epona. I've marked the point where it's originating on your map. Check. I'm gonna head to that point ahead of you. Please, hurry.
All right, there we go.
Pi's already headed to the place where Ida was detected. Let's follow after her.
All right, you heard the woman. Got headed all the way down to that long alleyway that we've seen for quite some time now. I wonder if Gaspar's actually sold stuff while... That's crazy. Sorry, the fact that he still like managed to sell stuff while... That's wild. Sorry, this was starting to get a little high on the food chain, I guess. And I think that's fine. Is this the oh, this is the everyone? Oh yeah. I'll take all of these. I'll take all of that. And the omnipotent soda? I'll say that shop was stacked. Okay. So we kind of bought all that we needed, so we can most definitely just ride our bike all the way down here. I'm not sure why we didn't just do this earlier.
Pie!
Haseo, look at that.
What?
Bo! Vanished.
That was Ida just now.
Where'd Bo go? Did Ida take him away?
There are still a few anomalies in the data stream. If we follow them,
Oh, I see.
we're going after Bo. Invite me into the party. I'll commence area hacking here.
So we got an outer dungeon here. We'll invite Pi, and it would feel very awkward to invite a non-epitaph user. But we already use entrance for now, so let's bring Adelie. Girl's probably gonna be like, "Hi Haseo, how are you doing?" And I'm gonna be like, "Bo's in trouble." And then we're gonna be like, "What?" And I'm like, "Bo's in trouble." And once again, she'll be like, "Huh?" Yep, and I just, you know, say it like 6 or 7 times until it makes sense in her head. We're almost level 3 on Avatar Awakening. That's actually really cool. What I'm kind of looking for, though, I was mainly looking for Rengeki stuff. But I forgot that quick Rengeki is a weapon thing. And I'm using all weapons that have stuff locked in.
He might be further in.
And unfortunately, outside of just unequipping some of these, to add a little bit of more feeling, I am going to put back on Ticking Death, though.
Outer bugs.
Let's get them, Haseo.
Oh, we have to fight all monsters here. Okay, that's not, I'll say that's not a big deal. You guys can quite easily see that there are multiple pathways here. I don't know if this is treated like more of a traditional dungeon, but it's definitely still definitely good to probably get as many resources as we can afford. But something else that you guys got to keep in mind and kind of consider as we're moving along with this, fights are going to take longer for a few reasons. The biggest one being that, unfortunately, a lot of the data bugs, they have a lot of HP. I mostly want to make sure that we are kind of guaranteeing the Rengekis with our skill uses. And actually, we actually don't really need to have Adelie on heal either, now thinking about it. I think yeah. I need to get, I'm actually going to switch Pi around a little bit. I'm going to give her some armor materials Oh, GP change is kind of cool. I'm gonna give her one of those. And ooh, I actually don't know. I'm thinking maybe the skill candle. This is just so that way we can actually... Oh. You're not wearing equipment that has 3 slots on it. Oopsie. You know what, girl? Take... I don't know, take these roller shoes. This is what I get for not paying attention to anyone's equipment. Like, at all. Oopsie. It's okay, though. It's not the end of the world. I hope. So it's very interesting that they did one of those, you are forced to destroy everything here before you can move on with your life.
Your guard's down.
But all that means to me is more Avatar Awakening. Yeah, I feel like this is way less, oppressive isn't the right word. Actually, I think oppressive is the right word. What am I saying? So thankfully, thanks to the power of free will, Adeli's going to be able to contribute with more damage in the fight, hopefully. And it looks like the data bugs aren't as susceptible to the instant kill effects from the other items. That was intentional. Oh no, Pi, I'm so sorry. Oh no, Adeli, you got hurt? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Am I awful? I was wondering why I didn't get a Rengeki, and I totally forgot that I do have the Avatar Awakening level up. So yeah, we are now at level 3 with the Avatar Awakening, which I think means that we do get a new animation for it. Do I remember? Oh, absolutely not. Ooh. All right, let's see. Shellbreaker should do a considerable amount of damage. Though I was hoping for a crit there. Unfortunately, my luck does not work that good. Could you guys imagine? All right. So, remember I said I wasn't going to talk about my job and kind of like what's been going on? Well, I'm going to yap. So, I think that my work's doing some shady stuff, we'll say. The stuff's shady enough to where I feel like it reeks a little bit of favoritism, or at least like bribing or something. Because what has been going on has been absolutely insane. So a part of my responsibilities is maintaining effectively some of the attendance of some of the employees. You can almost think that some of my tasks are very secretary-like in nature. And the reason why this is important is because one of the employees that I was looking at, he was getting hidden in one of my spreadsheets fairly often. And so I reached out and asked about it, only to really be met with, yeah, he's supposed to be there. And so I was like, okay, cool. They're supposed to be there. Maybe just, just a weird coincidence that I noticed that. Little did I know at the time that well, what ended up happening was that individual kept getting actively hidden even after figuring that out and kind of unhiding them. So I was just like, okay, this is really weird. So I asked basically one of my coworkers, hey, can you look into this for me? And so she was like, yeah, sure, because that is weird. And so she got back to me yesterday, right before stream, where we found out that effectively one of the other coworkers that I have has effectively been hiding that employee so that way that employee doesn't get in trouble. And so great, I hit the non-Rengeki-able one. And it became just not necessarily a whole thing yet, but it's why are you trying to cover for somebody who effectively isn't really working anyway? I found that super bizarre. But then I was explaining to you that the possible reason is that it still will be heavily beneficial for the employee to try to maintain a position at the company that I work for. However, my issue isn't necessarily that just that. I keep forgetting that I want to actually show off the potentially new visual. I just don't remember. So I'm not. So you can consider that I'm not really super surprised anymore, though.
He's already moved on to another area. There's nothing else we can do. Let's head back to town for now.
Well, I know you said let's head back to town for now, but I'm taking my giant snake skin with me. But our kind of verdict right now is that at the end of the day, we kind of really don't have a lot of leverage against that other individual, unfortunately. So that aspect of it is very, very frustrating.
I'll continue to search the areas for Bo. Wait for contact from me.
And then I log out and I'm like, oh, contact from Pi. But it's okay. All right, job. I'm not interested in things like that. I feel most comfortable when I'm in my room. You're a guy in real life too, right? Ooh, okay. So Gaspar mentions a rumor. Let's see. Something about a ghost girl. I wouldn't say that the other individual is like very high in rank. Probably definitely higher than me because I'm pretty like bottom barrel at my place of work, so it is what it is. Okay. So, let's see.
On the rumor board. I'll check it out.
Let's see. Rumor board. Yeah, it is very possible because we don't have all the details at the moment. This is a little bit of like fresh off the press, so not sure. Oh, really? So we see some rumors about it.
Get any real information out of that? Huh?
All right, what about a new mail over here? Ghost Girl. Did you see the rumors board on the community forum? There was a post about a ghost girl. A girl in white gothy clothes. That's the PC that kidnapped Sakubo, and the one that controlled Ida. Sakubo's in danger. Let's pin down exactly where this girl is appearing. Haseo, you contact the guy that made the post, Big Mountain. I'll investigate along different routes. Apparently, you can Big Mountain can always be found in Breg Epona's back streets. If you find anything out, invite me to join you. Understood.
Let's go to Breg Epona to meet the PC. I'd like any information.
This is kind of the first time in a while that we're kind of involving random players in just kind of the ongoings of what's going on in the world. It's not something that we do very often.
Let's go meet the PC who posted on the forums. If we don't hurry, something might happen to Bo.
All right. This shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that's awkward. I was trying to interact with that guy and he's like, nope, I'm gonna go into the next area. Because I'm a silly little guy. Could you guys imagine being a silly little guy? Okay, I don't really need the pills per se, but I really want generic accessories. Okay. I think before we head over and try to investigate further, I think it might be worthwhile to actually head over to our at-home. Mostly to kind of see and check in with the Book of 1,000. I figure that that is a safe use of time. Not a crazy one, mind you, but safe. Okay. So, Death Grunty, let's look at the Book of 1,000. We're getting there. We've been reaching the maximum rank for some of these books. It just sucks because, man, book 1 is rough to level up. But either way though, we're still making progress on these books nonetheless. I'm not mad about it. One of the things that's really nice about those books, right, is I like that there's so many of them because I think there's something very satisfying about effectively cashing out all those rewards at the same time. But we got Big Mountain here. What? You wanna know where I saw that white ghost girl? Man, don't even talk to me about that. I've had nothing but disasters ever since I posted on the forums. I don't want anything to do with that stuff anymore. See ya.
He's gone. Damn. We weren't able to ask him anything.
What? Huh?
I thought I heard.
How did you know it was from the bike shop? You see how far we are from... Like, homie must have been howling if Aseo was able to hear it from the bike shop. Like, what do you mean? That's not like Pyros to me.
Hey, what's wrong? Oh, you with the great eyes! I must speak to you.
I'm so confused. Pyros confuses me greatly every single time.
PC has decided to appear. Unforgivable.
Talking about her.
Will make it my life's work to vanquish that disgustingly cutesy little goth ghost. There's no point getting all excited if you don't know what area she's in. Do not underestimate my information gathering prowess. What? Don't tell me.
What?
Sigma fading moonflower glory.
Fading moonflower glory.
Sigma fading moonflower glory. Let us depart. Justice is on our side. Are you serious?
Nope. Pyros is definitely the most not serious dude ever.
All this kind of pisses me off, but I guess we should go check it out. Let's invite Pi and go to Sigma Fading Moonflower Glory.
Hey, you know what? Are we actually able to invite Pyros? No, we aren't. We've been getting a lot of Pi time. So let's invite Gaspard. He was the one who also instilled, like, getting the rumor in the first place. And actually, while we are here, let's do a couple of things here. For one, I'm gonna purchase 80 speed charms. You would naturally, one would be like, isn't that a little excessive? Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I don't know what spells Gaspard needs to know or not. But I definitely am going to try to pick up just new equipment for him. And then something new for Pi as well. We're going to finally like fix up some of the equipment. So we're gonna do the alchemizing out on the field, but we're gonna go on ahead and gift Pi a couple of things, because I could use it for so let's see. Let's give her the loose papa, which does improve her defenses a decent amount. Yeah, we can do a little bit of storage, like managing and things like that, to try to bring everyone like up to snuff. And also, this does give me an excuse to gift, which will help with their like SP consumption, different things like that. So I think the true moon ore I will save for Sakubo. So for now, I think I'm going to give Gaspard the skill candle. And as much as I would love to give Pi the SP Eater, I don't think that that is a good call. Okay. Let's go on ahead and get to Fading Moonflower Glory. Hopefully we don't have to deal with an outer dungeon, otherwise it's about to be real awkward.
What is this? Where did she go? That pretty young ghost in the cutesy goth clothes is nowhere to be found. Oh, I have failed! To think I fell for false information!
Well, that sucks.
So it was really fake?
The girl PC in the white clothes is coming and going through Ida's holes. Just to be safe, let's try area hacking here.
Okay. Oh, we have to search thoroughly, so we do have to do a relatively full clear. Oh no, it's a teleporting dungeon. But why? Okay, let's fuse this up for Gaspard before we go too much further. And then what do I want to put on his weapon? So that's good there. Let's access the storage. Just do the spells in this Brits? So I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to that. I think I'll take a ninja claw out for him. Can't remember if a ninja one is 2 or 3. And then we'll do a mantis nail. As far as armor goes, okay, there we go. I was like, where did all the armor passive ones go? I think we take a mind egg. Don't necessarily need a body egg, though. Actually, never mind, we need to take a mind larva. Well, and maybe twin scales if he actually has enough room. Do I not have a body larva one? And I think the shell and crest for pie. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually had to sit here and do like equipment adjusting. Why does she think that I don't understand? Maybe if they're gonna go, if he's gonna go up in melee anyway, I guess I'll just give him that. And then if you have to do mind egg plus twin scales, then that's fine. Okay. Oh, you already have something like that. Well, never mind. I guess I'll just worry about your weapon then. There. Then Pi, what about you? I guess once you get 4, you'll be able to work it out. All right. It's been a little bit since I've had to do something like that. So I'm not too upset that I've had to do that. But ooh, new enemies finally. We've been kind of been fighting a lot of the same lately. Oh my god. You guys are toxic. But even though you guys are toxic, you guys did allow for me to actually get away with actually rebuilding up a Rengeki in time. Pai's almost at her level 3 art. Okay, so those two are just supposed to be like warp points back. I hope they got that chim. I was not paying like that much attention.
I think even I can win.
Yes, that's the point, Gaspard. I want you to win. Oh, I didn't realize how fast I was actually going to take that guy out. I think that was toxic what I ended up doing to the poor man. All right, there we go. All right, Pai's now the same level as me, but a part of that is literally because she's been going along with us. So, before we proceed forward with this dungeon, though, I do have to step away for just a brief moment, so I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Now, did we warp to the correct spot? We did. So now the question is, how does the mechanics of this place work? One's gonna send us back to the beginning, one's gonna go left, one's gonna go right. Or one's gonna go further down. Now, the nice thing about this area is, we get to use a lot more of our, things. Our gem spears. But, to answer your question, Kel, I do have some nice little weekend plans. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Leave those two alone. But I do have some fun weekend plans. So, the way that I've kind of explained it to some people who have asked me already is that I know that we did a little bit of a celebration of my partner's birthday this past weekend, but you know, adult life is hard and coordinating people is hard. So we found that we had enough people who were available this upcoming weekend for a smaller get together. So we are hosting something akin to like a mini game night of sorts, which I think is going to be exciting. So I didn't spend the exact birthday day with them, then that's just because our schedules were not gonna line up for that. But we did do what we could to celebrate between on the weekend. So, and we still will be celebrating it for the upcoming weekend and the weekend after that. So I believe that they'll feel the appreciation with all the special events that we're kind of doing together. And for them, they had expressed before to me that sometimes when it comes to special occasions, if the situation deems that we can't celebrate on the day itself, then we won't celebrate on the day itself. We'll just make it work. Oh, this dungeon's gonna get annoying real quick. Why is it against me? I did nothing wrong. So I hope that I took better mental notes of which teleporters I've been going through. Oh no. Okay. The orientation that they are facing, I think, is rather indicative of where they will lead. It's been a while, but I'm back under a 100. All right. No. Y'all don't see me. I'm John Cena, I think. Yeah, now you don't see me. Dumb enemy. Oh. I deserve that. I 100% deserve that. That was actually like, that was peak comedy right there. Game knew that I was about to like make the biggest clown move of my life. It's okay though. These mobs are easy enough to fight. Well, honestly, most mobs in this game are easy enough to fight. But I do wish, like, for Gaspard specifically, mind you. That he had his own like SP healing items. I find it weird that he doesn't. Okay, I thought he was gonna actually have like his SP drain go off, and then it didn't. So that was just awkward. Okay. Gaspard, I'm going to need you to also be able to play the game. All three of us need a little bit of SP, so I don't mind burning as much as I did there. But I know for Gaspard specifically, he will need much, much more. But yeah, so we have those plans upcoming, so that is pretty exciting. Is it funny that, like, for the vast majority of the game, I've used the broadsword and just had that leveled up so much farther. But the moment that I decided, you know what? Let's bring everything up to the same curve. They've, like, more well distributed all the monsters. So what's happening now is that we are... I hope that also wasn't on the first floor, by the way. All right, looks like we do have multiple floors to this dungeon. I hope that the outer dungeon is somewhere more generous. Would generous be the right word, y'all? I don't want to do the whole floor dancing thing. We're like, no, actually, it's in floor 1. No, it's in floor 2. No, it's floor 3. That sounds miserable. Hey, whoa, hey. Y'all didn't see me. Especially that Sir Unknown. You know, for someone who's as avid of a spellcaster as Gaspard, it's really nice that he can, like, hold his own at the end of the day. Especially defensively, now that we have the other stuff. You know, at this point, I probably should put on the magic defense on Pi instead. Okay, but you guys didn't have to combo me to oblivion. I understood your point. All right. The Reaper Dance should be enough to probably take at least one of these guys out. I still to this day don't know what would have been a good weapon pass to put on Gaspard. I think the Drain SP is fine. But I am going to give him the simple auto clock for whenever he eventually hits level 14 or whatever. Let's see. Thank you, game. Oh, I hit the wrong skill. All right.
This is a piece of cake.
Pi does a lot of comments, I've realized. Okay, got it. I understand how the layout of this works. Like the teleporters. Now we should be at, yeah, we're now at where we need to be. And then for Gaspard, okay.
Your guard's down.
We're getting pretty close to an Avatar Awakening. I don't know if, like, if I do use it here, is it going to be good to use it against these guys? And the polite answer is probably not. But the fact of the matter is we've been getting like Reaper's dance procs like
This is a piece of cake.
crazy here. All right, for these guys, I'm gonna get the surprise attack going because I do want that. But we're gonna watch the animation this time. Looks like we still are using the same animation, even though it's level 3. Like we got to mention before, Avatar Awakening is such a cool way to actually properly interweave in like references to the original 4. They're gonna say leave the check mark next to the teleporter you came from. You know how many times I probably would have walked through the wrong one?
Damn, this is bad.
Probably more often than I probably would have liked. And I will say, it's nice to not have to worry about Gaspard's health just due to the fact that, yeah, just due to the fact that he's taking it as SP, so even though it is a damage resource for him, it's not bad.
This is a piece of cake.
Now, you want to know what would be crazy? If your allies could also do Rengekis, and as a result, they steal your Rengekis.
If there are skews left, then they must be on this floor.
Okay. Those two should be good probably until we're in the outer dungeon, if there is one here. We unfortunately have to go in like this whole square. Something tedious like that, but we do got some additional new mobs. We have not fought the Tetrafoot yet. Who hurt, by the way? What was that? Well, they screamed sword weakness, so here we are. And I'll take 2 sword weaknesses, or 2 sword weakness procs. Hmm. Slowly but surely making it. Living the dream.
I think even I can win.
The sword having charm is kind of crazy. Those monsters also self-destructing, kind of crazy.
Your guard's down.
But are these the only enemies on this floor? Well, unfortunately, my passive procced. So guys, what are the odds that it's not actually in the way of the treasure? Compress star play. Okay, so just makes me really fast. It's just funny with accessories sometimes how fast you end up going. But the skew would have to be here. Probably after fighting this mob too. Ooh. Okay. Shellbreaker shouldn't kill, but should leave it very close. Because who needs crits when you can just randomly hit an enemy for like 80% of his health? Just say. So this would have to be where the skew is. Yeah. Well, Gaspard, welcome to an outer dungeon. You're probably gonna be like, what's all this?
Is Bo up ahead somewhere?
Hmm. Oh, it's a full heal. And we still have to warp around like a freak. Fun stuff.
Let's get him.
So I realize it's actually going to be nice to have like a third damage dealer. So I do feel like Gaspard really holds back. At least in comparison to like Sakubo, for example.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Okay, weirdly enough, I thought there were 3 of them. Like, am I wrong for feeling that way? Okay. God, we have so many teleport points. I'm indifferent about this as a gimmick for like the different stages. Because one of the things that kind of sucks about it is that you may have to like almost like avidly notate where you have been, where you need to go, And thankfully, a lot of just like gamers, like mental like head notes, for lack of a better term, tend to be pretty good at that sort of thing. But not everyone. All right. Doesn't look like there are bugs around. Also looks like we're not exploring the whole thing. Because I'm not going back.
Hey! Hi, Haseo!
Bo!
Get away from her! But why? Ina's alright. She's my friend.
And Ovan's looking for her.
Love. Joy. Sadness. Why? You are the same person.
Hmm?
Sakubo. Why? When you are only one, are you also two?
So she can see that Saku's in there.
It's so mysterious.
Oh, bye.
Ina?
Meanwhile, Gaspard's just there.
That was...
In any case, this place is dangerous. Let's leave the outer dungeon.
Crazy how Gaspard's just kind of here. I think that's just funny. We do have new mail. And that's a good trick to know. If you have an outer dungeon that you need to go to, don't even just worry about getting to the outer dungeon and don't even worry about full clearing.
I'm sorry.
I'm just glad that you're all right.
Okay, well, see you later, Haseo.
I'm going to go investigate what's happened so far and see if I can make any sense out of it. I'll contact you if I discover anything.
2 minutes later, gets contacted. Ina, at the very least, was at, initially established as someone that Ovan was actively taking care of. She was shown at the very beginning of the game being like asleep. And now she's out and about. And Ovan technically does not know where. Just saying. Okay. Let's see. I think in general, I do know what I want to add. All of these. Because even though these are probably a pretty hefty debuff, actually, you know what? That is a very good question, Adam. And to be honest with you, I actually don't know. But from the way things sound, you probably wouldn't be too far off. That may not be like the real her that's was communicating with Bo there. So I think that is worth keeping in mind. So I appreciate like the brief reminder that that could be a possibility since we are seeing it with Oban. So, what a spooky little theme for the world. Looking at the time, though, it looks like we only really have time for, like, one more thing. So, interesting. So we might have a new quest that we need to do. And someone has not seen that new Chim Chim. All right. And people in the rumor forums are still talking very much so about some details of the original quadrilogy. Girls in White seem to be very important for the world. I think that is a very subtle just a very subtle way to kind of hint at some details from those games. Oh, I love you deeply. Gender has nothing to do with that. That's wild. Just between us, what's your type? Let's see. I'm curious actually. Let's send us the syllabus. And then we'll send this one to Pyros. We have a limited number of those, but it's been a fun way to respond to everything. But let's see Saku. Okay. You're the only one who can be Bo's big sister. You might be right, but Bo's gotten all crazy about you. Calls you big brother Haseo and everything. A real big brother's gotta be better than a big sister that doesn't actually exist. I can't even give Bo a pat on the head. All I can do is whisper inside his head. And I think this response is probably the most appropriate one. What really makes Bo happy is having you close by. Even if you can't meet in real life, just having you support him from inside his mind makes him happy. Didn't you get a white chrysanthemum from Bo on your birthday? Did you forget that?
The person Bo loves most, the one he depends on, is the big sister that supported him from inside. Saku, with this white chrysanthemum, I'll show you Bo's feelings.
And then, oh, let's hang out for a bit. Take the Lawless Fort quest at Breg Ippono Quest Shop. Invite me along. You can pick whoever else you like.
The old man's inviting us on a quest. I won't be contacting us anytime soon. Well, let's go to the quest shop in Breg Ippono.
So it sounds like we just have one last thing to do before stream ends today. We have a quest that we're going to be doing with Antares. I think that sounds like a good plan.
Antares has invited us on a quest. Let's accept the Lawless Fort quest at the quest shop in Breg Ippono.
Hold on for 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna step away really fast. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, y'all. There was just a concern that needed my immediate attention. But we are all good now. So let's go ahead and grab that quest with Antares. And why don't we actually bring Bo along? Hold up. Yeah, weirdly enough, whenever I'm tabbed out with this controller, my B key, my B button doesn't really work. But it's only when I'm tabbed out of this game specific. So I'm not gonna question anything anymore. Okay. I love it. He's like, I wonder if I can make 100 friends. Nah, homie, you making no friends. So, I think actually, seeing as the goblins want a rematch, and we don't actually have that much time left, it might actually be better for me to save the quest with Antares for tomorrow. And handle this quest with the goblins. I think that might be fair. And the client didn't show up here. Interesting. It's almost like the client is the goblin because they want a rematch. All right. Underrated Legarity's Goblin? All right.
Where there is light, there is shadow.
One brings shadow, one brings the light. Two-tone echoes tumbling through time.
Shadows of glory. The men who put their pride on the line to challenge the limits of speed. But ask not for their names. As they were born with the wind, they also die with it. That
Okay.
is... Haseo, we will defeat you!
Fantastic.
I'm glad you came, Gob! The last time we were having an off day, Gob! And for you to take advantage of that is unfair, Gob!
Okay.
We're here to exact our revenge, Gob! Ready, Gob? Let me explain the rules, Gob. They're a little different from before, Gob. This time, when you get on your bike, you're going to be racing us, Gob. Each of us will run 1 lap, Gob. The first to finish 5 laps wins, Gob. I'll mention it just to be sure, Gob, but getting off your bike means that you forfeit and we win, Gob. That piece of scrap metal you call
No, I was referencing Final Fantasy 14, Adam.
is nothing more than a helpless napping sloth, slow-witted and even slower moving compared to us invincible goblins, Gob.
I'm low-key at the point where I don't even care really about what these goblins have to say.
Minions unite! Let's show them what we're made of!
All right, let's do it.
Gob, gob, gob! Gob, gob, gob! Yeah! Gob!
All right, let's do it. I heard something about 5. Oh, am I? Oh, this is like a proper race? I didn't know, like, I was not paying attention to the actual racetrack. So, this is awkward. Oh no, I smacked the wall. Okay. We still have a decent... We still have a decent advantage here. I love how just with this game so far, the bikings just never ended. And the delayed pop-in, like, does stress me out a little bit, but it's not bad.
We will defeat you.
Okay. Oh no, I ran out. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. I see.
You're really something else, Gob. We give, Gob. You beat us fair and square, Gob. Here, take this, Gob. You're a very impressive racer, Gob. Such a pity that you're only a human, Gob.
Not the human.
How about it, Gob? You want to become a goblin and come race with us from now on, Gob? Goblins are great, Gob! The work is really easy, Gob. If we get a call, we all gather together and run, Gob! The pay is negotiable, Gob. And if you work hard, you can get a raise, Gob. How about it, Gob?
Not that we can get a raise.
No, Gob? Too bad, Gob. But if you ever decide you're bored with the human world, don't hesitate.
How do we end up becoming friends with the goblins?
Come back soon. We'll be waiting for you, Gob.
All right. Pretty easy quest all around. And I think this is a nice chill way to kind of end things off for today.
I guess we've cleared it.
So we cleared the quest. We got a book of sense. And Dingo is the quest holder for that one. But I think we'll go on ahead and kind of take care of that one in the next stream. We'll go on ahead and kind of just get ready to wrap things up a little bit early tonight. 5 minutes is not that early, but early enough. So, thank you guys also very much for watching. Tomorrow, we are going to be continuing on with what I consider to be the second act of this game. We still have a little bit of side stuff to do, like the fight with Fidchell again. And I need to look into some other things upcoming soon. So, thank you guys all again. And I will see you guys all in the next one, okay? You guys all have a fantastic night, sleep well, and happy days.